What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation. We got to talk about none other than Sheree Whitfield, and let's get into it with Martell Holt, and let's talk about Married to Medicine. OMG, is going down for season 9, episode 3. I see that Heavily is tasting some of her medicine, and Contessa is ready to spoon feed her medicine ASAP. So in any event, what's going on? How y'all doing? What's up, Kathleen? What's up, Miss Nina Bug? And what's up, Andrea Sims? And what's up, Chris Maxwell and Monique? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? So let's get into the situation. Let's just talk about it. OMG, it is going down. Sheree Whitfield, she basically wanted to let the people know that she is doing it and doing it, and she caught a new fish. She caught a new somebody. Okay, we will see if they will cross over and do reality TV together. But here is Sheree speaking on the situation. I was like, Sheree, okay. Sheree's like, we've been talking for a while. He done met several of my my closest friends and family members, and vice versa. So in any event, it's already been out there that Sheree may have spent time with Martell Holt's children. I don't know if all that is true, baby, but in any event, Sheree said that, she met Martell through a mutual friend, and, they kicking it, they dating, she's enjoying life right now. So we shall see where this is going to take Sheree, because, she doesn't have a good track record of picking men, and, it's a whole lot going on in that situation with her. But in any event, it seems like she's trying out, Martell, to see how it's going to be. They got something in common. They both love to work out and exercise. So here is Sheree.
How did y'all meet?
We actually met through a mutual friend.
So he's met your family.
He met my friends. He met several people in my family. And I don't know. We've been just hanging out and I'm enjoying life right now.
Do you think at all you're going to make this something long term, or is this more fun? And, because everybody's like, we want to know, we want you with Tyrone. You fought so hard for Tyrone.
I did not say that. Now you making stuff up.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said that. After that man did what he did, there is no way nobody said that. Ooh. No, that's a wrap. That is a wrap. Okay, for sure.
So in any event, so Sheree basically is saying that, she was introduced to Martell through, friends, mutual friends, and basically they felt comfortable enough with each other. And, they've been meeting each other's family, and, Sheree's hoping to build her clothing line. Martell is hoping to sell his wine. So this might be a good beneficial relationship. And it also might be beneficial, in the Poo-Tang department. Okay. So what y'all think about this situation? What y'all think about what is going on? I was like, girl, like, come on, Sheree. Did you see how he did his recently ex-wife? Did you see how he's doing his baby mama? And now you're going to have to deal with her, because now she's going to focus her attention on you two as well. She's probably calling him up, yelling, screaming, and everything. Ariana's probably doing the whole 9 yards. She's probably feeling like more of a fool than she ever felt, coming after Mel. And look, this man is out in public taking pictures. Sheree's doing interviews. Like, baby, that's my thing. So we shall see if Martell is going to cross over to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, for Sheree to have a storyline, because, part of Sheree's storyline is basically picking up no good men and, and nursing them and keeping her around her for a long time and not being able to see through the bull crap at her age at all. So you already know, y'all, but I don't know, if it's about business, if it's about Monte, it should be a whole good situation. But when it comes to Carlos King, he recently just shaded, Bravo and Andy Cohen, the Real Housewives of Dubai, and things of that nature. And it basically seems like when it comes to Carlos King, he's in direct competition with Andy Cohen, and he's, he has his whole format set up. It looks like it's similar, but if you talk to Carlos, he would say he put put it out there. He started this, okay? So we shall see, but it would be interesting if we see, them together. Is, Sheree going to be on Love and Marriage, Huntsville? Is she going to be on that show with Mel? And how is this going to transpire? Mel doesn't have a reason to be upset or mad unless Sheree was her friend, unless she confided in Sheree and things of that nature. But also, you knew that that's my ex-husband, and now you dealing with him. So what do you guys think about that situation? If somebody you was cool with and they was married, they got a divorce, and the dude want to come holler at you, do you holler at the dude or do you walk away? Many will say that they will holler at the dude because he's free, he's single, and he ain't got no ties, and it is what it is. And any event, I don't want to sleep with none of my people's, my people's men, my people that was dating them, messing with them, doing whatever with them, and then boom, they come down the line and want to talk to me. Like, keep it over there. That's, they gotta be a little bit more fish in the sea before I take my friend or someone I'm associated with secondhand dinner, baby. I need my own course. I need my own meal prepared, come out one at a time. So Portia 2.0, Lord have mercy. And so in any event, I don't know how this situation is going to transpire. And, how is Mel going to deal with this on the show? Basically she's saying that she's co-parenting. She's cool with that. And she ain't really worried about who Martell's doing it with and how he's doing it with, because she divorced him for a reason. She left him for a reason, for his behavior, as you see, where he can be disrespectful. And basically you don't supposed to sleep where you shit at. And basically now you're bringing a whole nother person that's been involved in reality TV for a long time, and basically she's holding on to a thin line. She's holding on to some string, baby. She's skating on thin ice and all this other stuff, and it's like, you want to sell so bad, Martell, you gonna do what it gonna do. He knew he could make that bag with coleslaw. He couldn't make it with horse. So at this point, he thinks he's going to make it with Sheree. But, as we have seen, Sheree was supposed to do She by Sheree, and basically what happened to that situation, okay? And Martell's trying to do his wine, so we're going to see their collab and see how they collab together and how all that works out. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Is this desperation? Is it a TV relationship? You know what I mean? They do work out, and they do got the bodies, baby. I mean, he got body yaddy yaddy yaddy, and she got body yaddy. Okay, when it comes to Sheree, I don't know what Coleslaw gonna say about her, because Coleslaw always got something to say, that she was young and he was chasing a young woman. Well, Sheree is 52 years old, so Sheree is an older woman. So what you gonna say now, Coleslaw, that he's dating an older woman? Because your thing was like, I was a young girl. He was chasing behind this young thing. He wanted this flexibility, all that other good stuff. But Sheree's older than him. He's 40, and Sheree's 52 years old. So what you gonna say, Coleslaw? But so they out here taking pictures. They didn't post the pictures on the gram yet, but they're taking pictures. What they're gonna do, a fitness video? They might actually do a fitness video. They might do, a line of fitness clothes, and he might join in and get his people to try to get it popping. Cause Sheree is out here, running around like a chicken with her head cut off. Okay, so in any event, they might be doing a workout video, exercise video. They might even start a workout channel. I could see them trying to get that cake and that money, because he can't get it with Mel no more, and Mel's caked up, baby. So you guys let me know what you think about that relationship. So if anybody wants to, comment on Sheree and coming out the closet, when she's been out the closet with this whole situation. And if you want to chime in, really quickly, because we're gonna go and talk about Married to Medicine. So if you want to call in, the number is on the screen, baby. You can call in and tell me your thoughts on Sheree, basically hooking up with Martell, Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Mel's ex-husband, baby. Is Sheree ready to raise some kids, or she playing games? Is this all about money? Costumes, everything around me. So is it about money? Is it about clout? Is it about crossing over networks? As far as crossing over shows that are on different networks, does Sheree see the fine line that she might not be back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, for season 15? If we are blessed with season 15, and basically feeling like, I'm cool with Carlos King. My first reality stunt was with him. Now he's on the own. And, it seems like, because people were saying that Real Housewives of Atlanta is a sinking ship. And if she jumping over there to that shit with Carlos, and she gonna be over there, she better make sure she don't burn no bridges. Okay, she don't burn no bridges, because Sheree has gotten more chances than any housewife ever in history to keep returning and returning and giving us nothing after nothing and after nothing. And just look at her. So just look at just to see her. So maybe this time Sheree's gonna give us something. Okay. So in any event, you guys want to comment on that situation, the phone line is open. If you want to talk about Sheree's out here, baby. I don't know how TMZ caught up with her, and she did a whole interview out here. I played it for you guys, and she's like, yeah, it's on and popping. So Sheree is not playing any game. She's coming to stay this time. And she wanted Tyrone to be a co-sign, and Tyrone dipped and put a cease and desist on her. Okay, like, what's going on? What's up, Lorraine? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, Miss T? What's up, Monica? What is going on, Ralph? How you doing? Let me see if this is actually a call. Okay, I don't think it's a call. Linda, Dumb and Dumber 2.0. Lord have mercy. Sheree moving too fast into another relationship. Girl, she's trying to move fast to that money. What's up, Angel Love? She's trying to get there quick, fast, in a hurry. Hey, or Portia 2.0. Like, she's trying to get that money because, she'll be forgotten about pretty soon. Sheree is ready for love. Yes, she's ready for all types of love, baby. She's out here posted with her new boo thing. You know what I mean? He comes with a whole lot of situations. He comes with a whole lot of issues. He comes with an ex-wife. He comes with kids, and he comes with a baby mama and whoever else. And that man did not change and no half a season. Okay, how did he change? Like, he said he want to get married. Sheree, you gonna marry him? Is he gonna move into Sheree's house? He's living in a little small house. When Martell and Mel was married, they had a nice big house, a nice huge house. And Sheree is she's in her big old Sheree Chateau all by herself. You know what I mean? And then since Marlo, had a breaking in, we got, Candy Burris, somebody jumping her gate. So it's Martell moving in with Sheree to be her protection. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if they're gonna post up at Sheree's house. Let's see if Martell is good for living on a woman or using a woman for something. Okay. Not just for what she got between her legs. Okay. So in any event, we shall see how this is actually going to go down and play out. But there's been rumors that there's possibly going to be a Love and Marriage Atlanta, and Mel's supposed to be starring in that and producing that, as well as other people. So it's Mel and Martell moving to Atlanta to do a whole new show, y'all. Is Mel and Martell gonna move to Atlanta and start a whole new batch, a whole new marriage in Huntsville, and Sheree will be there signing up? Please tell me your name and where you're calling from. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Lone.
Hey, Lone, what's up? What's going on, Lone? What's up, girl? What's going on with you?
Just calling in.
So, what you think about your girl? What you say?
I'm not buying this story.
No.
I'm not buying this.
You think it's fake?
Sheree, yeah, it's fake. I think it's a PR stunt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like Carlos probably schooling them, trying to connect them together so we can get some publicity for his franchise. in Atlanta, I think something like that is going on.
That's possible as well, because there's been rumors that the ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville was kind of low. Would Sheree bring the ratings up if she's dating Martell and she's going to be around Mel at the same time and also Mel enemies? And are they going to try to use Sheree to talk up against, Mel? You know what I mean? Because it seems like Sheree has been a follower on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay.
Right. Right. She was really a follower of this. I think she started being like that because I think when it first started, everybody turned on her for the way she was doing Nene. Nene was the favorite. And then they started getting rid of her, And I think she kind of got intimidated by that. But she didn't start off being a follower like that. I don't know what happened. I think they started getting rid of her. She kind of started scaling back and wasn't really herself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now she don't know which way to go, and she's just a follower now because I don't know why she's following Marlo around. It's gonna be a sinking ship.
You're absolutely
right. Trying to ride the fence between Marlo and Kenya, I guess.
You're absolutely right, because Sheree ain't never been no follower when she first started the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think since she's been getting kicked off, she don't really know which way to go when it comes to which character to play, I guess. Because, they'll say she ain't bringing nothing, because she turned up on the White and a few people. She turned up on Nene. But she was kind of like being mean to Nene, because Nene wasn't, didn't have no money and stuff in the beginning. So I think they kind of turned on her.
That makes perfect sense.
Martell, why would Martell go with Sheree? That don't make no sense. None of that makes sense. And he still run around with what Mel said. He always had 2 and 3 chicks. So no.
Yep.
I ain't buying.
He stays with a chick, but that does make sense about Sheree as far as, how she was kicked off the show and not knowing what they wanted from her afterwards, and then trying to basically stay on. So she basically kind of lost her get back, like how she was, where she didn't follow nobody. They were following her, or she would lead by herself, and we don't see that.
Yeah, because don't you remember at the reunion when that went down between Asia, Portia, and Candy? And she was sitting next to Portia, trying to console Portia. She was looking so dumb, she didn't even know what to say. I'm like, Sheree, why don't you say something? She was just patting on Portia. And she was looking so dumb, she didn't know what to say when Andy asked her the question about her clothing line or nothing. So, no.
Alrighty then. Thank you, Lorraine. Let's get into Married to Medicine's review.
All right, y'all.
All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you, sister, all the time. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for real, for real.
You're very welcome.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Peace. She's so sweet. Okay, so we done talked about the Sheree situation. We done talked about what could possibly be. You know what I mean? She might get nervous over there, and if she don't get a bag from Real Housewives of Atlanta for next season, she will probably get a bag over there with Martell, if Martell can keep the relationship going before he screws it up and make her run away and make her realize that she done made a mistake. So let's just see how it is all going to play out, y'all. But let's get into it. Let's talk about Married to Medicine. So we done did that already. So let's get into it. What do you guys think about this episode? What do you guys think about your girl? Contessa coming through. Contessa done came through and let Heavenly know. I was like, it's about time somebody stands up to Heavenly and tell her. I know when it comes down to what, Dr. Jackie and Quad was basically saying is this is not the right way to actually approach her. But Dr. Heavenly wasn't fooled about the situation because she knew that it was Simone. And Toya, that had something to do with it. And what do you guys think about, when it comes to Heavenly just laughing when basically she was being shown how she talk about her peoples, how she talk about her friends, her co-workers and everything. Now imagine if you guys got online and talk about your co-workers. Don't you think there would be problems? And you did it for $1, you did it for money. So she's capitalizing off of them and their misery. But the difference is a lot of people do capitalize off of it, but they ain't their friends and they don't film with them and they don't talk about sisterly love and we support each other and they talk on the phone every day. But when Heavenly turn on that camera, baby, it's all she wrote. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that situation. So let's get into it. Dr. Jackie, she's actually, with a patient and she's telling the patient, if you got to lose some of that body mass weight. You got to lose some of that weight, girl. Dr. Jackie ain't stopped. If Dr. Jackie can tell you that you big and you need to lose weight, she would tell you quick, fast, in a hurry. She don't mind telling you that you need to lose some weight because she got on Toya like it was nobody's business. So in any event, we have this lady that she's here, with Dr. Heavenly, and she's basically talking about her marriage. I was like, Lord have mercy, they done put her teeth on TV like this. So I wonder if her husband's teeth look like this. I wonder if her teeth was a problem in her marriage because this just looks crazy. I don't know what's going on, but she probably got some type of gum disease or something like that. And but she can afford Dr. Heavenly, so that means that she's all right in a divorce settlement. And let's get to Toya. Like, what's going on with Toya? I'm just saying why is, but Toya, come on, what is happening? Your husband's waking up the kids, putting covers on them, and then on top of that, he is fixing his own lunch and he made you coffee. And then on top of that, he's working triple, quadruple hours for you, and you can't get the kids up. You can't make his lunch and pack his lunch. He got to pack his own lunch. Like, Lord Eugene, you just got married just to say I got married, and you got married just to, make sure you have children and you be the provider, you be the mama, you be the nanny, you be everything. And Toya come out the bedroom and she gonna tell him, she gonna ask him, did you make me a cup of coffee? I was like, what? Like, this man is working so hard, Toya, that, he's also going through a situation when, we had the pandemic and I affect him a lot. And girl, he's out here. And what do you got to do that you can't wake up the kids and you can't make his lunch? He's sitting there packing his lunch and everything. Like, poor man. And Toya sitting here talking about her self-care. She don't give a damn about Eugene's self-care or what's going on in that situation. He's helping her do her job. Okay? She can't go to his job and help him. But at the same time, she's like, come on, Toya. And then come to find out that she got a housekeeper that comes by every day, y'all. Like, what is happening? What is going on? Thank you so much, Lorraine. I appreciate that. I don't even know. Heavenly was laughing, but it seemed forced, Yeah. Sheree always acting dumb when she doesn't want to answer a question. You already know. Point blank, period. Heavenly is not stupid. No, she's not. Heavenly talk too much. But she's getting paid to talk, and that's what she gonna do, baby. As long as these ladies continue to allow Heavenly, to disrespect them and basically treat them like crap and tell their business, and then they sit there and be quiet about it, then it is what it is, Toya needs some time for self-care. And Eugene's talking about the things that he's going through. He's talking about, the situations of life. And basically he's not happy and he's not fulfilled. And he's not director of, whatever facilities he's working for. Now he's just doing clinical. So therefore he has to work extra, triple, double time to make the money that he was making as a director, because Toya and him got used to spending that money. Okay. Man, there should be some budget planning going on in this situation. And he wants to split it up. He wants to try to do something fun. The man is unhappy. But at the same time, he gonna stick around. Toya better be careful. The moment that man finds a lady that would do anything for him, he will be gone. He would be gone to the wind, y'all. And so in any event, when it comes to Eugene, he needs to speak up for himself, and he needs to, cut some of that budget, let her spend her money, and basically, he has to put his foot down in the situation because he wants to be around for his sons. And if he keeps working himself to death like the way he's working himself to death, he won't be around for his sons. And then Toya would take that insurance money and it'll be blown through in 2 years. So Eugene's going to have to put his foot down. He's going to have to do something about the situation. Now they got another house. They're buying another property. They already bought the property. Now they got to build, and it's going to be off of his back, most of it. And Toya does get a paycheck from the show, but it seems like the paycheck from this show is just spending money to whore. That's about it. But in any event, I was just like, Lord, she don't even make the man breakfast. She ain't even getting the kids up. He's making her a cup of coffee, like, Lord. And she got a housekeeper, so she ain't cleaning all day. The housekeeper comes 7 days a week. Like, what's going on? And so Toya is talking about her self-care, and she meets up, with Contessa. And Contessa basically threw some shade because, Toya was like, she had these plants of tulips or something like that. And basically she was like, she ain't gonna wait for her husband to buy her no flowers. Why should he be buying you flowers when he's working 30 to 40 hours probably a day, going to one job to the next job to the next job? And if they knew that he was coming from that job to that job, they would send his ass home. And so in any event, she said, this is my self-care, making myself happy. I was like, girl, you've been happy. You've been doing your thing. Only time that you wasn't happy when you didn't have the biggest and the baddest house. And Contessa was like, what you mean self-care? Like, I thought you self-care all the time. When you fly first class to Dubai, you have a cleaning person that comes 7 days a week. And basically, she's talking about you have all this going on, like self-care, like you be taking care of yourself. I thought that you already do your self-care. And Contessa was like, no judgment here. She was like, you be playing tennis, you be doing all this. I thought you had enough self-care, girl. I was like, look at this shade. And Contessa had to say the nerve to no judgment. And Contessa was like, so what does Eugene like to do? And she was like, he don't even know. He's a workaholic. He's only a workaholic because his income is everybody's income in the house. I don't know what happens to your income, how it translates and how it adds in, or whatever the case may be, but he feel like he got to work over and over and over all day long. I mean, that man just be drizzling. I mean, he just be dripping in sweat and work. and Toya is not even worried about the situation. But Contessa, she wants to have an intervention, and she wants to bring Dr. Heavenly back to the forefront and let her know how she feels. And when it comes to Toya, she feels a certain type of way about, Dr. Heavenly, because she's basically saying Dr. Heavenly was over there talking about her husband, calling him a B and saying that he's feminine and all this other stuff. And basically, she's always she would drag Toya. I mean, when she first got on the show, she used to drag Toya. Who didn't drag Toya? Okay, Contessa used to drag Toya. But Toya would drag right back. But in any event, Contessa was over there with Dr. Heavenly. Now Dr. Heavenly showed her ugly head towards whore. And so now she's like, basically it's causing an issue. I mean, like, did you forget, Contessa, when Dr. Simone said that she done told Heavenly some secrets about her marriage when it comes to Cecil, and Dr. Heavenly put it out there on Twitter, okay? And she was just hurt and bewildered. So you thought that you was going to miss that lick from Heavenly? Oh no, nothing's off limits to her. Okay, like, I just don't know. You guys supposed to be smart. You got the degrees, but it don't seem like it's working over there. Oh, yes, I did, Lorraine. Yup, I did. Toya is she's beyond spoiled, Kathleen. Very spoiled. Lorraine, I don't even know when he said that, but Heavenly repeated it. Another dream house. Toya isn't allowed to sleep. She's not allowed to sleep. Her dreams are expensive. I know, Lorraine. I hate to say it, but Toya does come across a little slow, Lord. Yeah, I caught it when the intervention went down. Yes, I know. What's up, Norris? How you doing? What's going on? So yes, there's a whole lot going on. So we get to Anelia, and basically her nanny is leaving, and the nanny just seems like she's cold. Like, she's cold towards, Anelia and her husband. Like, I'm out, I'm ghost. No heads up, no notice, no nothing. And now Anelia, basically, she got to take care of the kids, and she's feeding them hot dogs. You would think that she live in that big ass house, that they would not be eating ballpark ballpark hot dogs. Okay, why are they eating hot dogs? Hot dogs? For real, for real? Hot dogs, like that's crazy. Like hot dogs, everybody knows hot dogs are very bad for you, and everybody knows what's, you don't even know what's in a hot dog. Is everything that's left over from all animals. Like what's going on? They're sitting there in that big ass house eating hot dogs. Maybe their budget ain't as big as they say it is. I don't know why are you eating hot dogs, but people like hot dogs. But I'm just like, whoa, hot dogs? Where they do that at? That's one of them situations. Let me just see if I did have. I did have the clip. I just wanted to show you guys the hot dogs. I thought I had the clip of the hot dogs. Ballpark hot dogs. She was cooking them hot dogs. Lord, I was like, Jesus help me. This woman is eating. She's feeding them kids hot dog for. Is she feeding them hot dog for dinner? Because they was doing schoolwork. Like what's going on? So in any event, that's a whole crazy situation. Yes, that nanny was gone, y'all. That nanny was out the door. That nanny was like, Dr. Heavenly Husband looks like a comedian earthquake. Lord. Toya is selfish. It must have done that nanny wrong. She must have did something. That nanny's not feeling her. That nanny's gone. And then the kids want pinto beans, poor things. And pinto beans are good, but Anelia don't even know how to make pinto beans. And she goes, I know how to make them, but not the way the nanny makes them. So you wasn't paying attention to what your kids like and what your kids cook is, you know what I mean? They already got a roof over their head by their daddy. So at least you can be, aware and be descriptive of what your kids like. So you can, basically prepare the meals that they like as well. So I'm just like, Lord, this is a total crazy situation. And she was giving them kids hot dogs. Them poor kids are eating hot dogs and mustards and ketchup. You know what I mean? But not when you're living in a house like that. So we get to Cecil and, Omarosa and Simone. Basically, she's doing her book, and Dr. Simone, basically, she had to let us know, Dr. Simone got a little ego and everything. She had to let us know that this was her book idea, and she's letting Cecil in, because Cecil was like, because Simone was like, oh, I don't know how much we're going to, the blood, sweat, tears, the fighting, the arguing, it's going to take to write this book. And Cecil was like, if we got to sweat, argue, fight, and all this other stuff, then we shouldn't be writing a book on relationships. And so basically he threw that shot back at Simone to let Simone know, why you already looking at it as a negative, outlook. If you didn't want him to be a part of it, you shouldn't have asked him to be a part of it. And he's there. Cecil just, want to work. He just want a job, that is consistent of being around you, baby. So in any event, so Simone, why did you ask him to be a part of it? Because the book probably wouldn't sell. It makes sense to have a couple's book, but she's just regretting the shit. Lord, she is regretting. And I was like, come on, lady. Come on, girl. So she was regretting it. And so Omarosa, she's there. She's helping him because, she had the number one book. A lot of people not liking her because of her support for Donald Trump. But then, Cecil said something that was, really important when he said that we both came from a divorced marriage. And so I was like, that, and she was like, that should be the title of the book, how you guys overcome and came through. So, that was a whole cool situation, point blank, period. And then we get down to, I like Toya's earrings. I like the shirt. I like her jeans. I like Contessa's outfit. I have a jean outfit like this, so I don't know if I need to burn it, you know what I mean? Or I need to go give it to Goodwill, because Lord have mercy, we know Contessa cannot dress. Contessa got on a $20 wig that she got from Dr. Heavenly shop, and then she gonna shade Dr. Heavenly with the wig at the same time. Contessa is feeling like she want that get back, and she's getting that get back. Okay, Contessa's coming through. I like, Toya's earrings, like the lime, the yellow earrings that she got on, but then I like her shoes that goes with the outfit. I was like, Toya, come through, baby. And Anelia, her outfit is, it's just an outfit, but I just like how it's not matching. Okay, I just love that. And it just brings out the outfit. And then, when it comes to Contessa, she says she is storm out here in these streets, y'all. And so Contessa asks, on Toya to put her phone inside the bin because they don't want nobody to know that they really just does. They don't want, Dr. Heavenly to find out that this is an intervention for her nastiness and her running her mouth and telling people's business with no regard and basically running around with immunity, just disrespecting each and every one of them. And when they say something, she shuts them up right in front of their face. They got Mariah off the show. They teamed up with Heavenly, and Heavenly led, the charge. Got her off the show because Mariah reminds her of her sister. Mariah, allegedly said that, Dr. Damon was out here getting some nook. I don't know. It seems like when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, she has the perfect relationship on the show, and that's great and that's wonderful. But baby, do you believe it? And she's smart enough not to tell y'all or none of us of what type of issue she got going on. But Toya talking about she got a burner phone. Toya's talking about she got 2 phones, baby. And Contessa's like, what does Toya got a burner phone? Who else needs to be contacting her other than her kids and people at Bravo? Okay, who else? What's going on? The contractors, because she's always building a house and she's always moving, so she get tips from who's the new movers in the neighborhood. Why does she have, why does she have double phones? Pinto beans, I know, feds, I don't even know. So feed them kids. I mean, they was eating ballpark hot dogs. I gotta go back and get the picture. So you can have people over, but can't clean or cook. Nope, she ain't gonna clean or cook. Baby, that is not the situation. That is not what she is here for. Okay. And so in any event, her earrings are pretty, and basically they getting ready to ambush. They getting ready to come for, Dr. Heavenly. Simone's in, because Simone still feels salty about the way that Dr. Heavenly did her and talked about her. So, Dr. Simone's feeling a certain type of way. That's why she's in on it too as well. And they all getting together because they tired and they fed up, but they let Heavenly run around like a muck. Heavenly disrespect each and every one of them, and nobody got together or checked Heavenly or told Heavenly this and that. She had no repercussions, so why would she stop? And Contessa, lost me to think that Heavenly was going to respect her. What she thought she was. She think you think you wasn't gonna be used for content. Yes, you was her content, okay, baby. And especially when you ask, Dr. Heavenly a question, she is definitely going to answer that question, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. She gonna tell you how she feels and what she thinks. And so therefore, Dr. Heavenly out here saying that Scott is abusive. Some of us, picked up on things and probably said there's something really strange with Dr. Scott and Contessa. But to have our cast members say, yes, he's abusive verbally and every way you can imagine. As she didn't say physically, and she says that he's disrespectful, and Contessa puts up with that and everything. Basically, that solidifies that this girl is in a bad marriage and her husband is verbally abusive to her. And if you watch the show, you can see it yourself, or you can feel that way, that she feels, like she don't be stepping up, but at the same time, that's her husband. She don't want to put it all out there, but out here running your mouth to Dr. Heavenly, you should have been running your mouth to a psychiatrist, a therapist, and not your cast members. Heavenly has immunity because what, she gets into y'all business where she don't got to say nothing. We don't even really know how Dr. Damon and Heavenly relationship is, how real it is, what type of problems or issues or situations. She stayed smart. She stayed, she stayed down 10 toes without exposing her marriage. She's exposing y'all marriage, and y'all didn't see the play, or y'all didn't want to see the play, and he was too busy caught up with her. She will go individual and drag each and every one of them, and everybody was just happy that she wasn't dragging them. And then when it was their turn, I'm mad. Everybody be quiet. So I'm so glad that Contessa's putting her feet to the fire. Contessa didn't say nothing back then either. They all, they got to speak up one day. They got to say something one day. So now Contessa done, got the girls. She done rallied the girls. She done got Simone and Toya to help her with this situation. And then Toya is a mess. Toya told the girls they cannot come in unless they leave their cell phone. And guess what? Quad was like, no, not today. Okay, see you later. Toya was like, bye. I was like, Toya is so bad. Toya is so ignorant. And so Dr. Jackie was like, I'm not leaving my phone in there. And she was like, well, I'll leave then. And Toya was like, goodbye. I was like, Toya. I was like, Toya is too much. Oh my God. And that's not even her own house. Heavenly is losing at the mouth. Yes, she is. There's no respect at all. Point blank, period. Running amok. Dr. Simone cannot even shut her up with Cecil stuff last season. I know. Just a whole mess. And everybody just watching and not saying anything. Okay. And so Jackie was like, girl, I'm a real MD. I know you married to one, but I'm a real, doctor. So I can't put my phone in there. I don't think you understand it. She said it very condescending in her, confessionals. So, Dr. Jackie will quickly cuss you out. She would cuss you out. But what I like about Toya, no matter if these ladies are doctors or whatever, she's not going to let them run over her like that. She going to yell, she going to holler, she going to fight back. You know what I mean? She ain't going to lay down in the mud, okay? Even though her husband is saying he's drowning in the mud, your husband is telling you that he is walking in quicksand and you got an extra phone. You got a burner phone. Like, what are you doing, Toya? Like, what's going on? And so Anelia, when she was asked to put her cell phone, she put her cell phone right in the box. She didn't have a problem with it. Quad and Dr. Jackie said, not today. So we already know Anelia is a follower. And that's why she leans on Heavenly, because Heavenly is her backbone. Heavenly is her defender. Okay. So, but she does come for Toya. She wants it with Toya. Her husband wants it with Toya. Her husband wants it with Dr. Eugene. So basically now Dr. Eugene is the butt of jokes. So not only is he having a miserable marriage as far as the finance goes, now he got this couple out here trying to call him out and trying to act like they're so better and they belong on the show because they got Monte, they got a new house, and they got everything that, Toya doesn't have and Dr. Eugene don't have. So basically they're throwing that in their face. And guess what? The cast members are watching and letting the disrespect go on. And this is why Heavenly got away with what she did. But wait till Anelia get real big and her husband and they started disrespecting the rest of y'all, making y'all feel little. So everybody's okay with them making Eugene feel little as a black man raising black kids and working his ass off and doing what he's supposed to do. Wife ain't ish, but he's holding on and he's doing everything. He ain't cheating on a woman. He ain't did none of that. He ain't abused her. He ain't mistreat her. He just go downstairs in the basement and choke his meat. You know what I mean? But in any event, it is what it is. So all the ladies are there and Contessa's ready. Go ahead, Contessa. Go ahead, Contessa. I can hang with Contessa. Go ahead, Contessa. Go ahead, Contessa. Contessa comes through and she tells them like this is an intervention for Heavenly, the way that she talks and blah, 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 how she comes from our marriage, how she ain't this, how she ain't that, how, she's a nuisance, how she's disrespectful and how she disrespect each and every one of us and she get away with it. And Quad was like, Lord, oh, do you are some low down, dirty mother suckers. Oh, she gonna be mad. Oh, this ain't gonna. Quad is just like, this is not gonna go good. Quad is like, this is not a good situation, y'all. But she also, Dr. Heavenly is basically calling her a woman that's out here sleeping with married men and everything. And Heavenly done came for her too as well, in her house, in her money, in her relationship. And at first she was picking, Quad's ex-husband side or whatever the case may be, And so she feels a certain type of way, but she feels like this is not the way to do it because she's not going to get it. Heavenly's not going to get it anyway. She's not going to get it because she ain't going to want to get it. If she has to not talk about y'all and not drag y'all, what will be her storyline? She wouldn't have one. And then it would have to be, let's open up about my marriage and let's open up about what I'm having with Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon ain't going to say 2 words and she ain't going to say a word about her husband and what they going through or what they facing or what they battling or whatever whatever the case may be. She's gonna act like she's dropping it down and, you know, putting her mouth on it all the time, because she done already told us, you know, last episode when she was sitting there with Dr. Jackie, that she don't even want to have sex with her husband, and the thought of it even going there. So basically she just get on bending knees. Okay, do you believe that's true? Okay, you gonna tell me she's not satisfying her husband, but she says she is because she's doing it. So what if he wants something else? And so Heavenly could compromise with her husband, but the other ladies got to do everything. Okay, but Heavenly's smart enough not to put her business out here in the streets like that. Okay, and Dr. Damon is smart enough not to mess with no scallywags that's going to expose him and take pictures or anything. Okay, you know, he's keeping a clean bill of nothing coming his way that's negative towards his marriage or making his wife look bad. Okay, he just want peace at home. Nelia's like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening, this is wrong. You know, she needs her, you know, her captain not to, you know, to feel like she has something to do with it. The whole time she was there, oh, this is wrong, you guys should have had a one-on-one conversation. I just don't want to be in the middle of this. Like, she is just so scared. She's shaking in her boots, baby, because she was willing to throw her phone in that box, but none of the other ladies were. Okay, not even Contessa, not even Simone, not even Toya, but she threw her phone in. So we already know, you know, she ain't got it like that. Okay, she want to be there so bad that she was gonna put her phone in there. Okay, and Dr. Jackie said, I'm a doctor. And Quad said, not today. I'll leave. I'm not desperate to film. She was so desperate to film, she threw her phone in there, y'all. Yes. I wouldn't put my I wouldn't put my phone. I wouldn't put my phone in that box either. Point blank, period. I would not do that at all. It's just, you know, hey, happy life. Like, I would not do that, but she did. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, because, you know, yesterday, the review for Basketball Wife, everybody saying that I was so mean, and they were very disappointed in how mean I was reviewing the show. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So in any event, when we get down to this situation, why does her face look swollen? Her face don't look swollen here. You know, so when you go to the picture, why did she just recently freshly have Botox? You know, like, her lips look big. Like, I don't know if her lips are always like, you know, looking like the hot dogs that she was fixing her kids, but it don't look that big here. I don't know. So did she have Botox, or, you know, maybe she just gained weight over, you know, over the pandemic or whatever. Her face looks very slim over here. Just looks like, woo. It looked like she could be pregnant. It looked like she could be 6 months pregnant. Is she pregnant? You are so funny, Miss T. Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, so she has some work done, because I'm not sure, because I don't know, you know, I'm not sure who she is. Okay, I just know, you know, she's one of Heavenly's teammates. Okay, Heavenly's the captain and she's a teammate, and she was just feeling so scared. Like, I was like, girl, like, so I was just wondering what was going on with her face. Like, okay, so she had Botox. That's normal. They all have Botox. But baby, when you look like you pregnant, you shouldn't be. And like, why do they wait till they film to put this shit in their face when we could all see it? And then next week they be lying like, I didn't get nothing done to my face. You are lying. I ain't never seen no doctor. But I don't think she would say that. I think that she probably tells her people that, you know, she gets regularly stuff done because she gets paid, you know, to do the things that she do online. And so in any event, so they sitting down and they showing Heavenly, you know, everything that she said. Heavenly was really out of line. Heavenly was saying all types of stuff about these ladies, baby. She done told Toya, you know, about her life, that Toya is lazy. Done told Toya, you know, about, you know, her situation. I'm just like, what? Heavenly is not playing out here in these streets. She's not playing. And basically, she talked about Heavenly talked about, Simone and her whole situation. And then when it comes to Toya, her situation, how bad it is, and how Contessa has a bad marriage and all types of stuff. Like, what's going on? She was just being all types of disrespectful. She was saying Curtis is out here looking at so much booty, booty, booty everywhere that him and Jackie should be used to him looking at booty. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then Dr. Simone is a flip flop. She couldn't stay solid if she wanted to. Curtis is out here looking at booty, 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 booty. Anelia hasn't even, graduated from college. She don't even got a degree. All types of stuff. Like, she was going in, and she was like, Contessa, she basically been in this marriage for how long? He hasn't changed in the last 10 years. And if he's abusive, if he's disrespectful, which he is disrespectful, then stop telling me about it. That I'll keep your mouth shut and don't talk about it. And then basically saying that, if you don't like the way that he treats you, then don't allow him to treat you that way. And that part is a pure fact. But there's some things that Heavenly is saying that Contessa said to her privately, and so it's probably hitting her differently, just like it hit Simone differently when Heavenly was talking about her situation. So Heavenly was out here disrespecting each and every one of them, all of them. Okay. She has no loyalty. Her loyalty is to herself, her husband, and their reputation and what her husband stands for. And there's no disrespect. And then, Dr. Heavenly was basically saying when it comes to Quad, that Quad face was a lot thicker, and Anelia said, oh, it looked like she probably had filters when they were having a conversation, Dr. Heavenly and Anelia. And Quad said, girl, let's get this straight. I ain't never had no filters. I'm the youngest B here. I'm the most beautiful B here. And what? I was like, oh, Quad, girl, do your thing. I don't know if you're the most beautiful is, okay? You got competition when it comes to Contessa. You might be the youngest. But in any event, she said that I'm the beautifulest bee here. Okay. And so they talk about her face, like your friends talk about you got filters. Anelia said you've got your face shot up. And Anelia has a nerve to say that about Quad when we just seen her face being swollen like this. So how is she talking about Quad's face and Quad having filters when her whole face looked like she's about 7 months pregnant? Okay. Her nose is gigantic, lips, everything, cheekbone, forehead looks like, she put steroids in them. Okay. Like, what's going on? Like, Dr. Heavenly is sitting there laughing. Oh, thank you, Miss T. But yo, they were wilding. I got a lot of feedback that wasn't cool, girl. Kimmy, hey, what's up? How you doing, Kimmy? Lorraine was scared. She saw herself up there with Heavenly on YouTube. I know, Lorraine. Quad keeps stroking her hair like that. Lace is gonna lift up. I know, Ralph. I know. Alicia, Heavenly is only loyal to daddy. That's it, baby. And that intervention was long overdue. I mean, like 3 years overdue. Toya is pretty too now. Toya may put a little weight on, but Toya's beautiful. And I like the way she dresses. Sometimes Sheree confirms that she is dating Martell. Oh, yes, baby, she did. She confirmed it with TMZ, y'all. She went to TMZ. TMZ pulled up. She called him because Sheree has a good relationship with white men. She really do. She has a great relationship with them. This is how she always stays afloat because they always come through and save the sister. You see that booty that she got dragging? You don't get dragging booties like that. I mean, dragging like, oh my God, what is this? Is this a cake back here? It's all fluffy. And so as Heavenly is laughing Oh, that was true. Oh, that was true. Oh, that was true. I was like, Lord, that is just So she's basically, and then on top of that, when you show somebody their behavior and they sitting there laughing at it and they think it's a joke because she already know that's about to be a setup. Like you said, Miss T, that her laughing, or someone said that her laughing was kind of cringy, like she was overly doing it because she was caught. They finally set her down. They gave her dog liquor and her coke in her eyes, and baby, she knew that writing was on the wall. She knew this day was gonna come, but only way that this is actually going to make a difference is if all the ladies stick together and say, we're not going to put up with your behavior, just like they did Mariah. They need to do Heavenly like that, but they really can't, because they gave Heavenly the lead of the show. She's the captain of the show. Without Heavenly, do you guys think that people will even watch? You guys let me know. If Heavenly wasn't on the show, would you watch? Press 1 if you will watch if Heavenly is on the show. Press 2 if you would not watch if Heavenly's on the show. So if Heavenly's not on the show, would you watch? Would you not watch the show? Press 2. And if Heavenly stays on the show, would you watch? Press 1. Because it seems like she brings all the drama. She brings everything to come to the show by outing these ladies, by disrespecting these ladies, by telling their business, telling them how it is. And some of the things that she say are not far off, but it's just so disrespectful, and she wouldn't want that same respect. I mean, she wouldn't want to be disrespected like that at all. And that's what Contessa is basically trying to say, that she wouldn't stand for any of these ladies doing what she's doing to the rest of the ladies. So 2, Norris would still watch. I don't watch at all. Okay, Ralph. Okay, Holy Rock. Okay, so Miss T will watch if Heavenly's not on the show. Holy Rock will watch if Heavenly's not on the show. Wendy will watch if Heavenly's not on the show. Alicia Winston would watch if Heavenly's not on the show. And Ralph said he won't watch at all. He don't watch at all. Miss T, this is a good messy, educational, funny cast. And Kathleen says that she will still watch. She will watch if Heavenly's not on the show. So okay, so Heavenly don't have that much control, but to me it just seems like she is the life of the show. I mean, like all the drama evolves around her, and then she's laughing. I mean, like, this is real disrespectful. Imagine, like, sometimes I could be disrespectful on the microphone, right? And so imagine if you play me being disrespectful about, talking or saying something, and then I'm just laughing. I could be nervous, or I just don't give a damn. And I just think Heavenly don't give a damn. And she probably said, oh my God, these ladies are finally wising up. Are they going to really stand together? Because she got them together to stand against Mariah. You know what I mean? She got, they came through. So it seems like Contessa is the one that's not scared. Contessa is, she storm out here in these streets. She ain't scared. She ain't scared of nothing. She ain't scared of nobody. Because remember how Heavenly used to dress like Queen Latifah, and she'd be getting up in these ladies' face and yelling at them and acting like she bitty bad, bada bean, bada boo. Like, like she's Sheba out here, she was acting like she was rowdy about it, and would cuss these girls out, talk about their mother and everything, and everybody just watched. Yeah, everybody just watched. And so she came on with that. She got old now. You got Contessa coming through. Her body is just like, Lord, her and Sheree and Martell can do a workout DVD. Okay. So in any event, Heavenly just sitting there laughing. She just cracking up. I was like, ooh, that is so embarrassing, y'all. I mean, she's laughing at y'all. Jackie and Quad enable her. Yep, they did. Heavenly don't value friendship because she thinks she's always got daddy. Oh, girl, anybody ever clock his energy around the other women, she ain't gonna have nobody if something go down with him. Everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, I knew. And Mariah got paid from what I heard. I hope she did. But she was fighting to get back on the show, then it became useless. That's right, Taylor. When it comes to that, unless she has friends outside of it. But I don't know. You can't really put a read on Dr. Damon. I just think Dr. Damon just wants his kids to have everything he didn't have. He wants to have a 2-family household. He wants to support her. But to a lot of people that has been through or saw a lot of people grow up without having a two-parent household and what led to this and what led to that, I think Damon is going to do everything to make sure their marriage works. Just like Heavenly's going to do whatever she needs to do. But, see, he's never out of pocket. He's never disrespectful. I don't know if he loves Heavenly. I just think that they're really good friends because she calls him daddy and he calls her buddy. This is his buddy he got babies with. This is his buddy he got business with. This is his buddy he got children with. And this is his buddy that he chose to be his partner. So right now he gonna ride it off. He gonna ride it off, baby. He is going to write it off. And, so she, and then Heavenly said, you ain't talked to me for 5 months. I haven't seen you. And then you going to sit here and put little videos together and movies together of me in your house to show this to everybody. And Contessa was like, girl, you talk about me to everybody on, YouTube. What are you talking about? So is YouTube private? And so, Contessa is not backing down. And this is Heavenly. Heavenly gets into that yelling and getting loud and open that big old wide mouth for hers, and her teeth look like, and her tongue and everything, and getting ready to just spew out whatever the hell she want to say to get them off her back. But she could not do that to Contessa. I wish Simone would have stayed her little booty somewhere else and let Contessa continue to confront her, because Heavenly wasn't going to step up. She wasn't going to step up like that. She already knew that it was out there. And the more that Heavenly said, the more that the ladies see that she's really not a friend of theirs. Okay? Isn't that a song and a lyric? And so in any event, Contessa, she got her purple wig on. She, she and Heavenly didn't even drink her drink, y'all. She already knew there was gonna be something. And so, and so she was like, it ain't private when you on YouTube. Heavenly said everything I said was real and I meant it. I was like, Lord. So basically, Heavenly is stepping 10 toes down, and everything I said, I meant it and it was real. So in any event, if she said anything about you ladies, she meant it and it was real, and that's how she felt. And then, when it comes to Toya jumps in the situation. She goes, you need to stop talking about our marriages. First of all, you need to stop talking about my marriage. You need to stop talking about me, period. You need to stop talking about my husband, because Toya is feeling a certain type of way because Heavenly was out here talking about Eugene, saying he's basically got feminine energy and things of that nature. Like, he's, she basically disrespect him, and and Heavenly is always talking about, you're supposed to respect your black man, you're supposed to respect your black king, you're supposed to be this, but yes, she's over there downing that man. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, she has known Eugene forever because Dr. Damon got Eugene into the medical field and got him his first position, in the ER. So you would think so in any event, Toya said, I need you to keep my mother effing, stay out of my mother effing marriage, girl. I need you to do that. You've been doing this ish for years. You effing trifling. And so then Heavenly said, no, you trifling. Your husband said that you was trifling. And your husband said the worst thing he ever did was marry you. I was like, I don't know when Eugene said that, or I can't remember. I know. But it didn't phase Toya. She probably went at that moment. Toya was kind of quiet. She left it as that. But she said that to her. I was like, Toya. I mean, and that's how Dr. Heavenly get people off their back. She would say something that just really vile to you, and that's how she'll get you off your back. But she couldn't do that to Contessa. Contessa wasn't going for that. Contessa was like, tonight is the night, baby. Tonight we're gonna let it all hang out. Tonight it's going to go down. And so we have that situation, and this is Heavenly's face as she's talking to Toya. Your husband said that you was the worst thing that ever happened to him. You the biggest mistake he ever had. And look at that vitriol, look at that madness, because she's getting called out for what she said and what she did and how she treats people, and it's being thrown in her face. So now she's fighting them off and basically daring them to actually step to her and try to change her behavior. So she ate Toya up real quick like that and said that, hoping Simone, Dr. Jackie, Quad, and Contessa come simmer down. Okay. I know, Alicia, for real, for real. She probably gets on his nerves. His last ones. Drink that drink down. That way she could have said, I know. I know. She's taking that crown around. Like, I mean, she is yelling at your girl. She is yelling at you. She's yelling at Toya, and she said that to Toya. She was like, your husband said that you are the worst decision he ever made. Do you guys remember Eugene saying that? It kind of like I don't know. It kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. And Simone tries to get in the middle of this, and you see Contessa ain't backing down. Contessa is like, okay, you yelling at Toya, that's cool. Toya, get it out. Simone didn't really say anything because Simone doesn't want to go back and forth with Heavenly. And so you got, Contessa basically saying, you talk about my marriage, you think that it's a joke. You talk about us, you use me on your platform, you talk about us almost all the time, and so you use my marriage for click and views, and you think it's funny, and my marriage is funny. This is funny because now Contessa, she feels hurt about the situation. Contessa, what we seen about your marriage, we know that there was mad issues going on, but Dr. Heavenly, she basically confirms it. And usually if the ladies are friends, they don't confirm how messed up their marriage is. They'll just say like the husband's a problem. And that's what she kind of did. But when you say abusive verbally and this and that, some people think that. Okay, let's not act like we look at Scott and be like, okay, oh, he's just so calm when you have a conversation with him. Okay. And he listens to Contessa and what she has to say. The way Toya acts, I can't see Eugene saying that. Okay, I want to know if he said that, if he said it on camera or he said it privately. Contessa needs a storyline, and she will jeopardize her friendship with anyone to get it. They all need storylines, Lucy. But at the same time, she did say, you got to defend your husband. Heavenly's gonna defend her husband. Simone defend her husband, and if she don't got a storyline as far as using Heavenly for a storyline, Heavenly has used her for a storyline, so why can't she use Heavenly for a storyline? Okay, Heavenly has used each and one of these ladies' marriages and their friendship as her storyline, so why can't Contessa use her for a storyline? Okay, like, yes, Heavenly's opened up a shop, she's a dentist, she got her kids doing this and that, but she don't really got a storyline either. Her storyline is these girls having jacked up marriages, in her opinion. That's probably something he said off camera. I've never heard that. Hey, what's up, Althena? Laughing, I believe it was a cover for being called out. Yes, that's the same thing Miss T said. And that probably is a situation that she was laughing, but at the same time, she laughs at everybody else because, you would think that, Heavenly would say that would be in an appropriate moment to laugh, right? But she's being called out and she knows that the ladies can see her. But for her to have the knowledge and the education and knowing what she did to just laugh in their face, because if she was serious about something and someone was laughing and then she said, I meant what I said and I thought it was funny, and what? You know what I mean? Just laughing in their face, or at that time that she was laughing, she was thinking about how she was going to respond to Toya, how she was going to respond to, Simone. And Simone said something, how she was going to respond to Contessa, because she probably knew Quad wasn't going to say nothing, and she knew Dr. Jackie was just going to sit back and mind her business and act like she don't know what's going on. Okay, when she's been heavily supporting this woman and her bad behavior all day, every day. But in any event, so Dr. Heavenly's like, well, let's go outside and talk about this. I can't do this. And Contessa was like, F you, blase in the third, and this ain't funny, and you doing this, and and Dr. Heavenly was like, let's go outside and talk. And she's like, and Heavenly said, girl, you've been out here telling your business, you told everybody. And Contessa said, no, I did not tell everybody, Heavenly. I told you things, and you went back and you repeated them. And she's basically saying, if I'm going to be your friend, if we're going to be friends, I can't be real with you. I can't tell you the truth because you're going to turn around and use it against me and use it for clicks and views and tell people what I said. And so I was just, okay. And Heavenly's basically telling Contessa, girl, don't step to me. Everybody's seen how jacked up your marriage was. And you told everybody. And Contessa said, no, you did. So Contessa's basically not letting, Dr. Heavenly get away, and it's about time that there's a storyline where Heavenly is being confronted and the ladies actually show that they're actually strong and they're actually not scared of Heavenly. And they actually, they use Heavenly to, fight their battles at the same time. But now Heavenly has got totally out of control with her disrespect towards them. Okay. So in any event, they go out there, they have that conversation, and she was like, nah. Contessa was like, you ain't gonna over yell me. I told you personal things about my relationship and everything, and you felt the need to tell people. And she was like, you think my marriage is a joke? You think my marriage is a joke? What I told you is a joke? She was talking about, there was a whole lot going on. And Heavenly said, well, if you don't want people to know, you would keep your mouth closed. I was like, oh, Heavenly. Heavenly wasn't heavenly, but she didn't back down, and Contessa didn't either. You know what I mean? I don't think that Heavenly is going to pay attention to anything that they say unless she can come up with something that is going to be a good storyline, that she doesn't have to attack the other ladies around their marriage and throw shots at them, and then act like her marriage is everything. And then the sad part is when the truth about Heavenly's marriage comes out, no one's going to feel empathy for her. They're going to be laughing, they're going to be looking at you like, so in any event, because you can only keep things away for so long. And Contessa looks like she's ready to pop that bubble. But I believe Dr. Heavenly was very smart enough not to tell them any personal information, not to give them anything on her relationship, because as she dragged them, they would end up using something that she said. And they never said that she said this about her marriage. They don't got no tea on her. Okay. So, in any event, when it comes to Contessa was like, I'm not here for this. And she was like, I don't want to hear your sorry, because when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, she's like, I'm sorry for what I said. She was like, no, I don't want you to be sorry for what you said. I want you to take accountability for what you said, and I want you to do better and not do it again, because that's the running joke. Heavenly's going to apologize to you. When it comes to Simone and Dr. And Toya, it's a running joke. And she said, let me take this stinking ass wig off my head, y'all. It was only $20. I only spent $20 up in your store. And she took that stone wig off and she threw it on the floor. She threw it on the floor. And then we got Quad faking like, oh my God, like this is just the wrong way to do it. Quad was happy too, but Quad is trying to stay on the show and trying to stay relevant. She need Heavenly. And so Dr. Jackie don't want no smoke. So Dr. Jackie was like, yeah, maybe, we should have tried something that's more effective. What is effective? Sitting her down and saying you did this. She gonna cuss you out. This way she had to face it, and that's why she act a fool. She couldn't sit down, she couldn't talk, she couldn't have a conversation. She laughed, she disrespected the woman in her face. She showed you her true colors. Now it's up to you ladies to see what you gonna do with the situation. You still gonna be a punching bag, a bean bag for your girl? Of course they are. Simone is not, though. Simone is not. But it is what it is. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, oh, baby. She took that wig off and she threw that wig to the ground, y'all. She threw that wig to the ground. I was like, But you got to give Heavenly props, because nobody knows her business. Miss T, Lord. Don't let that military training get you loose on Heavenly. Lord. Funny how Heavenly wasn't upset about being called out on camera. Nope, she wasn't upset about what she said about Simone. She wasn't upset about none of that. That's Contessa show her whole marriage on TV, crying and acting scared. So listen, that's what she gets. Lord April, how you doing, girl? White Lock. Hurt people hurt people. Heavenly is miserable and hurting. That's why she's hurting everyone around her. That's why I'm saying, just when that marriage come out, it's gonna be crazy. Heavenly is a big booty, baby. Everyone with purple hair is ready to pop off, baby. Ready to pop off. H. Fisher, yep, a bully. I could not get over Heavenly whispering and trying to hug Contessa. Yeah, she's trying to tell Contessa to stop. Don't do this on TV. Like, why would you do this on TV? Because she didn't want to be called out on TV. She did not want to be called out on TV. And she didn't want to know that there was really a problem going on with the ladies on the show, that everything is all, hunky dory of her disrespecting and talking about people's relationship. And she felt like, and so at this time, it feels like, Heavenly might feel a certain type of way, that she kind of like likes Contessa really as a friend, because they used to have a friendship. We know at one point in time Dr. Jackie and Heavenly was thick as thieves out here, okay? And she apologized to Dr. Jackie, and she had Dr. Jackie's back when it came to Buffy and things of that nature. And so she has been used as, she's been weaponized to go against Mariah and Toya and Duffy and things of, she's been weaponized before, and now she don't got nothing. Now she got to turn on y'all. She got to do what she got to do, baby. She got to go through that parent track. Okay. So the phone lines are open if anybody want to call in and tell me your thoughts on the show. Yes. Hey, Fisher. Yes, facts. Oh yeah, she is going to kill it. Okay. And Quad didn't say not. Quad staying quiet. So Quad, you out here sleeping with other husbands. So it's Heavenly lying when she say these things. So if she's not being factual, she's lying. You guys are okay with her lying on you all? I was like, okay. Contessa had enough. And then Heavenly's like, you ain't mad at me, Contessa. You mad at your husband. So basically she keeps throwing shots at Contessa, saying, you mad at the wrong person. You should be mad at your husband. No, she's mad at her friends. Whether it's a storyline or not, I'm mad at you because you running my business and you giving out pertinent information where people might believe this and believe that, and it's coming from you, and especially that we solid and we friends. And Contessa and Heavenly was like, girl, you is mad at your husband. You is mad at the wrong person. When somebody gaslight you like that, that's so terrible. Like, that is really sickening. For real, that's really, really sickening. All day, every day when they do that to you. So the phone lines are open. These guys can come through and call and tell me your thoughts on the show. Thank you so much, Lorraine, for calling in. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up. Thank you for your support. You guys, please go check out Ralph Esco channel. He has a YouTube channel. He's uploading videos. Please go check him out and show him some love. And also, we have Norris Tony. He's uploading videos to his YouTube channel. So go check him out and show them some love. I was like, baby, I was so happy. I was just proud that somebody stood up. Just stood up. I was just so proud that Contessa stood up and she didn't run. She wasn't scared. And I'm telling you right now, when it comes to Dr. Jackie, when it comes to Quad, and when it comes to Toya, they were all happy inside, and Simone, to see that Contessa didn't waver from the plan. Contessa didn't get scared. Contessa didn't run away from the situation. Contessa didn't fall for it. And Contessa is doing something that, every time Toya tries to, they pay Toya dust. Toya is always played dust. Hey, what's up, Tay? What's going on? Hey, Camilla. Hey, what's going on, Tay? I believe Heavenly is trying to come up with the comeback no matter who hurts for the moment, as long as she gets money. Just saying, she's not a loyal friend. MB. Okay, baby. Dr. Heavenly is the worst. Oh, Lord. Yes. She mixed a lot. Husband is scared of her, and Contessa was ready to pull that wig. She was ready to pull a heavenly wig. She said, "You can have your $20 wig." I was just proud that she did, stand up. And, and Jackie was very smart, telling the ladies, let them have it out. They need to do what they need to do. Let them have that conversation. Simone, mind your business. Let's just sit here. She's like, they gonna have to figure it out, baby. They got to figure it out. And, Heavenly and Dr. Jackie are cool. You got Heavenly selling her products at Dr. Heavenly, salon, whether it's in a hood or not, but she got a salon, you know what I'm saying? A beauty shop, a hair store. So, Jackie ain't never cutting out off, Monte. She, as hard as she works, she ain't cutting off no money. She's selling her face care creams right there up in the store. So that's basically about it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. You guys tell me, are you continuing to watch Married to Medicine? Is this the show that you like? Okay, let me know. But please hit the like button so I can know that this is a show I should continue to review. And, I got to talk about Bad Girls Club and then the other shows on my other channel. So I will see you guys soon. I will leave notice on both channels when I'm going to go live. I appreciate y'all showing up today, showing up yesterday, the day before, showing up last year, the year before last, or showing up this month. Thank you for your support and thank you for your help. And thank you for taking this journey with me. I really do appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed, wonderful night and stay cool as much as you can. And make sure you stay with fluids in your body. It's not that hot today, but it's been very hot. And they say it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. Keep your doors locked. You know what I mean? Pay attention to what's going on in your neighborhood. Pay attention to where you go. If you got to do researches on new places that you go, just do that because, people are feeling a little, hyphy. They feeling a little hyphy out here. Okay? Much love to each and every one of y'all. Good night and God bless.